reinstate that bond to get a hearing. That 7 days was Tuesday. We're on Friday. I believe he has a bond hearing Monday, correct, Mr. Meanwhile?
So, it may, I don't think he's going to have one Monday. I don't think it's there. So, there's some deliberate things going on as far as how they're handling this. And you're going to have to get me to believe, and you're not going to be able to get me to believe anything else other than that, because it's very obvious and blatant that they're trying to stall and hold them as long as they can.
Yeah, because we see how quick they moved on.
Sure.
We see how quick they've been moving. Because I know for a while, we had been looking for Christopher's information, and for a minute we couldn't even find it. We couldn't even find where he was even even booked or even charged with anything. It's just recently that it's starting to show up. So I really truly believe that these individuals know that they didn't have enough. And so they come with these different violations to try to build a case and to try to come up with some stuff to try to get time out of this baby. But I tell you, we are doing some things trying to really let people know that, we see you and we're not going to let you get away with what you're trying to do. And I want people to understand that, we as advocates, we don't look at color, because we just looking at justice. We looking at what's right, and the law is supposed to work, and it's supposed to work for everybody. It shouldn't work for one person and not work for the next, and it shouldn't work in favor of this person and not in favor of the next person. It's supposed to work for everybody. So we have caller number one in queue. And after caller number one, we're going to jump back in this conversation. So, caller number one, if you would please tell me your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening, Angela, and your guest. I'm calling in from Texas, and this is Genesis Amaris Camp, and I am listening to this story for the first time. It is resonating with me, and I do believe I heard Christopher's dad say that they're from the DFW area, Fort Worth particular, right?
They're from the Midlothian, Lewis County. Now, Dwayne is from Dallas Fort Worth. Mark, exactly where is where this took place? Where exactly is it located?
So Midlothian is about 30 minutes south of Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't been there, but the county's what? Ellis County?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm only familiar with like Tarrant County and etc. But your son's story really resonated with me, and I remember like going to school where I live. Like I'm in Texas, so like Houston area, I guess Houston, Cypress, Katy, all that. But anyway, and I remember like 20 plus years ago when I was in high school, a lot of times I was the only African American person in my class. And I remember I was a victim of being bullied, and, me and this girl got into this altercation. Fast forward, her mom had called the police to kind of report their side of the story. And then they hurried up and came down to my parents' house, banged on the door so loud, like they were about to kick in the door, and then proceeded to tell my dad that I had made a terroristic threat against their daughter. But they didn't even know the whole story. They didn't know that, that they started bullying me. My dad had already went to the school to report it. We have stuff on file or whatnot. They're calling